We are live.
Okay.
Reconcile this war inside of me. Time is slipping away.
Hey AJ.
Hey AJ, welcome to the stream. Hey Violet, hey Diamond Sky.
Let the cat out.
Remember we died, but you're still alive. Don't let go, 'cause it's the only thing you know. There's plenty of time to see the other side.
Give us a minute to get this shared out.
We died, but until we arrive, don't let go. Just let the light shine from your soul before we run out of time. Remember we died. I have something to say. Wanna care before it all just slips away. It's a cunning illusion. Time is on my side. Wanna feel before I have to say goodbye. Remember we died, but you're still alive. So don't let go, 'cause it's the only thing you know. There's plenty of time to see the other side. Remember we died, but until we arrive, don't let go. Just let the light shine from your soul before we run out of time. Remember we died. To beg the angels to carry me away, but as the sand drifts by, I'm begging them to stay. Remember we died, but you're still alive, so don't let go, 'cause it's the only thing you know. There's plenty of time to see the other side. Remember we died, until we arrive. Don't let go, just let the light shine from your soul before we run out of time. Remember we died.
Hey worms, welcome to the stream. Good afternoon everybody, and welcome to BMWF's Faction Games. This triple threat battle for round 1 will be between C&A Corporation, Dark Destiny, and the Death Ride. But first, we have to settle some business from
the ones in this match.
For
the tiebreaker match.
Jeff Matthews and AJ, and I put them at the top of the playlist. But first, we have to settle some business from the last show. We ended in a need for a tiebreaker match to determine who will win the day on that show, the Wolves Den or the Chaos Elite. So hold on a moment as I set up that match. Mm-hmm.
Screaming shit, so.
So, this tiebreaker match to determine who wins that episode, the Chaos Elite or the Wolves Den. Jeff Matthews represents the Wolves Den, and AJ Cool Kid represents the Chaos Elite. Who do y'all got? Place your bets in the chat. Remember? Yeah, I got the entrance on.
On Cracker Island it was born, to the collective of the dawn. They were planting seeds at night to grow a made up paradise, where the truth was auto-tuned.
Coming out first, representing the Wolves Den, at 6 foot even, weighing 240 pounds, from Fairfield, Connecticut, Jeff Matthews. We ended our last show with a Iron Man inside the deathmatch arena, ending in a tiebreaker between the Wolves Den and the Chaos Elite to determine who gets the win for their faction.
Den is sitting at 9 points to the Chaos Elite spot, so Chaos Elite has to win this match in order to pull ahead of the Wolves Den.
Yep. This will be one fall to a finish to determine a winner. Hey Logan, welcome to the stream. And representing the Chaos Elite, at 5'4", weighing 219 pounds, from Dallas, Texas, EJ. Starting off with
You can turn off the hub since you don't need to keep track of any screens.
AJ dropped with the snake eyes by Jeff. AJ fighting out of the corner. AJ whipped onto the ring apron. What's up, Joker? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Joker.
We're just getting a tiebreaker from the last episode done and out of the way to determine the faction that won that particular episode. It was getting a little bit late after while streaming, so that's why we're doing it today before we head into Universe for our next triple threat battle. AJ lifting up Jeff, drops him throat first onto the top rope. AJ sets up Jeff. wrenches back and drives the knees into the spine of Jeff Matthews. Spinning maneuver, goes for the cover, only gets a 1 count. Jeff firing back the shots in the midsection, knee strike into the Poison Rana. Knee lift into the midsection, Jeff into the ropes. Leg drop across the neck, and AJ on the outside now. Jeff follows him out, shot to the face, and goes for the cover. And kick out at 1. Jeff brings him back to his feet. Dodge. AJ with a shot to the face. Sends Jeff into the barricade. I don't know what AJ had in mind there, but he missed. Has a hold of Jeff. Russian leg sweep into the barricade. Back first on Jeff. Lock up. Set up. There's that spinning underhook maneuver of AJ's cover. Still no successful fall. Up kick to the face from Jeff. Saito suplex onto AJ. Shot to the face. Elbow in return. Kick to the midsection. AJ again. Pedigree. Into the cover. That's it. That pedigree got the knockout. And your winner, getting the overall win for that triple threat battle for the Chaos Elite, AJ.
So that puts Chaos Elite at 10 points. Wolves Den at 9, and
Yep.
Circle is 7 at 5 for that show.
Yep. Congratulations to the Chaos Elite with a definitive win. And welcome to the stream, Clinton, McCleary, and Wally. Long time no see, Clinton. Appreciate you stopping in. And thanks for the share out. Much appreciated. Now, as we head into Universe to decide today's triple threat battle between the CNA Corporation, Dark Destiny, and the Death Ride. Remove that.
What you do?
Removing matches that have no place here. Like that. Okay. For today's triple threat battle, we're starting off with triple threat tag Iron Woman match. We have Diamond Sky and Lady Devil representing the CNA Corporation, Angelina Debro and Jade Bagwell for Dark Destiny, and Karma Nightwalker and Celine Utaker for the Death Ride. Kyle Young for Dark Destiny and Damian Richards for CNA Corporation, and the Incredible Steve for the Death Ride. In a KO only 1 fall to a finish matchup. Then we have Miki Satoru representing Dark Destiny, Catherine Gorgon for CNA, and Steppy for the Death Ride. Then Leon Young for Dark Destiny, Jesse Jackhammer for CNA Corporation, and Shadow Press for Dark Destiny. Kasara U-Taker for Dark Destiny. Morgana Gorgon Nightwalker for CNA Corporation. And Jerica Page for the Death Ride. Then we have Onska and Austin Bagwell representing Dark Destiny. Matt Storm and Brooklyn Joker representing the CNA Corporation, and Mason Nightwalker and Drum Monkey representing the Death Ride. Then we have Andrea Andrews representing Dark Destiny, Sarah Richards for CNA Corporation, and Leilani Starr for the Death Ride. And then in our barbed wire steel cage arena, we have Azrael Black representing CNA Corporation, Andy Price for Dark Destiny, and Max Blaylock for the Death Ride.
I don't know which one it was, but I heard one of them screeching about something.
Hold on. Who do y'all got? Place your bets in the chat.
Trade a pain to live, now I'm at alone. Hope the casket silk will stop the cold. Touch the roses to the edge of your breath. Throw them to the
Coming out at 5'10", weighing 206 pounds. From Biloxi, Mississippi, representing Dark Destiny, Jade Bagwell. Hey Jesse, welcome to the stream. Clint, welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in to BMWF. Welcome to the show. And Jade's tag team partner, at 5'8", weighing 144 pounds, from your darkest fears, representing Dark Destiny, Angelina Devereaux. Hey Isaiah, welcome to the stream. Hey Patty. And on to our next tag team.
Our crooked halos above. Our crooked
Representing CNA Corporation, coming out at 6 foot even, weighing 200 pounds, from the city of Atlantis, Lady Devil. And her tag team partner, at 5'6", weighing 133 pounds, from Dallas, Texas, representing CNA Corporation, Diamond Sky. And our final team headed to the ring. First, representing the Death Ride, at 5'9", weighing 162 pounds, from Copenhagen, Denmark, Karma Nightwalker. Just in time, LD. Welcome to the show. And Karma's tag team partner, representing the Death Ride, at 5'8", weighing 170 pounds, from your darkest fears, Celine Utaker. LD, the only thing you missed, we just had to do that tiebreaker match between the Chaos Elite and the Wolves Den before we headed into Universe. You're just in time for the start of your faction's triple threat battle in this triple threat tag match. And this is just a regular pin sub Iron Woman tag team match. Here we go. All 6 ladies battling inside the ring. Lena going for a quick cover on Diamond Sky. Busted up by Karma. Angelina and Karma are sisters, but they're with separate factions in faction games. Every faction for themselves. There are times where your family is spread out amongst other factions and you're just going to have to battle it out. As Karma sends Lena through the ring to the outside. And Clint is going for LD and Diamond Sky for the win. Okay. Karma and Lena battling by the announce table. Lena with the underhook backbreaker onto Karma. As the other 4 ladies battling inside the ring. Karma almost getting a fall onto Lena. LD was trying to get scurry out of the ring to bust it up, but no need. Diamond Sky with the springboard drop kick onto Jade. Sends her into the ropes. Leapfrog. Yeah, a little collision between Jade and Diamond Sky inside the ring. Sky with the elbows to the midsection. Sends Jade into the ropes. And Celine had a pin attempt onto LD. No success there. And now all the ladies battling on the outside. There we go. That's better. Hey youngins, hey Zenon. Welcome to the stream. Good to see y'all. Pin attempt by Jade on Karma, but busted up by Diamond Sky. Elevated belly to back suplex onto Jade. And Karma sends her into the steel steps. Pin attempt by Lady Devil. Kick out by Celine. Jade and Karma now inside the ring while the others battling on the outside. Lena with that stunner onto Sky. Goes through the pin. Kick out at 2. Lock up. And Celine dumped under her head with that half and half suplex by Jade. Pin attempt, busted up at 1. Celine, punch blocked by Jade. And Jade sent across the floor, caught by Sky, and dropped with a backbreaker. Celine sent into the steel steps. LD has a hold of Angelina, ripping the fingers apart, spreading them out, and sending Lena into the ring post. Lena has a hold of Celine, has her by the scruff of the neck, and sends her back into the ring, and turns her attention to Diamond Sky. Has a hold of the arm, snaps it back. And the Diamond Destroyer, Diamond Sky with the cover. Lena with the kick out at 2. Karma's in the ring. Lena with the hip toss into the elbow drop under the arm of Diamond Sky. Went for the standing shooting star and Diamond Sky got the knees up. Lena back into the ring, sent in there by Sky. As Karma, Celine, LD, and Jade battling on the left-hand side. A drop kick on Sky. Lena went for another one and missed. Oh, set up by Lena. Head scissors onto Diamond Sky. Cover. Kick out at 2. And Celine gets dropped with the Dragon Twist Cutter. Pin attempt on the outside. Busted up by Karma. And LD making her pay for it. Cover on the right hand side. And a 2 count only with the kick out. And looks like I thought LD was draping an arm over there to pin. Oh, now she's going for the pin on Karma. And busted up by Jade. And she sends LD back into the ring. Goes after Karma. Russian leg sweep.
I'm gonna go out there for a little bit and make something to eat. The music should be set up
Oh, okay.
for the next match, so
Alright. Okay.
you may end up having to move one of them up or down on the list, but it shouldn't be too difficult to figure out.
Alright, that's fine. Anywho. Ooh, that looked like Celine being driven onto her head by Lena. LD sent into the announce table. Back body drop by Jade onto Diamond Sky. Let me zoom in on there. Seems like everybody decided to crowd in front of that announce table. Hey Emma, welcome to the stream. Sorry, my attention was diverted by the action inside the ring. Oh, pin attempt onto Celine in the ring, busted up by Karma. And Karma making LD pay for that. Now LD having to roll out. Celine looked like she was diving over the top onto LD, but missed and ended up hitting the floor. Lock up between Jade and Celine. Knee lifts to the midsection. Jade sent back into the ring. Karma sending Lena into that ring post. Cover. Looks like 2 pin attempts on the outside. Not successful. I am calling this action as best as I can. They should set the announce table on fire. I know, right, Clinton? I know. Massive knee lift into the midsection of Lena by Celine. And Celine bouncing Lena's head like a basketball. LD going for a cover on Karma. Only a 2 count. Karma able to kick out. Right crowd in that one corner. Karma's got a hold of LD. Powerbomb cutter. Oh, going for it again. And does it this time. Did it this time onto, I believe, onto Jade. I had to zoom in because that area is getting really crowded. Lena with the getting dropped with the feast your eyes by Celine. Cover busted up by LD. Cover by Karma onto Diamond Sky and busted up by Jade. Nice aerial maneuver by Diamond Sky onto Karma. Now she's setting up. Jumps Karma onto her head. Now the cover. And Lena with the, busting it up. Oh, submission applied onto LD, but she's able to fight out of it. Celine now going after LD. But Celine getting dropped onto her face. Oh. Snapmare onto Diamond Sky by Lena. Russian leg sweep by Jade onto Celine. Massive power bomb by Karma onto Lena. Covered, a pin attempt busted up by LD. Covered by Celine onto LD, busted up by Lena. Lena sent across the floor. Karma has a hold of Diamond Sky. Diamond Sky able to fight out and counter. Celine with those short arm clotheslines onto Jade. Set up into the ripcord. It was setting up for a ripcord drop kick, but got broken, diverted by LD. Submission applied, and Diamond Sky gets the first fall for CNA. LD now raining the rights and lefts to the face of Jade. Goes running after Lena and dumps her under her head with that German suplex. We have a little over 15 minutes left in this Iron Woman match. Celine drives Diamond Sky under her head into the ring. Cover. And apparently the referee was distracted by a pin attempt on the outside. But Celine able to get a fall for the Death Ride. Submission applied. And Diamond Sky getting another fall for CNA. Standing Spanish Fly on the Diamond Sky by Lena. Now, Lena working over Diamond Sky inside the ring while the rest of the ladies are battling on the outside. Moonsault on the Diamond Sky. And Jade dumps Karma onto her head with that underhook suplex. CNA with 2 falls thanks to Diamond Sky, and Celine with the first fall for 1 fall for Death Ride, and now Jade with a fall for the Dark Destiny. Jade with a heel hook onto LD. Not able to get a successful tap out. LD in the ring with Jade. Lena running around going after Celine. Come on, other camera person. I'm pay you to not zoom out like that.
Wait, you're paying them? I just told them that if they obey, they get to live. I didn't realize we had to pay them.
Yeah, we kind of do.
Since when?
And here I thought we were paying them the entire time.
I'm paying Nacho, but not the other ones. What are you paying them for?
Not the other refs?
Why would I pay the other refs?
God, that's my company. I thought we were paying them.
Refs aren't people.
Oh my God. Well, now Lena and Jade are ahead with at 3 falls for Dark Destiny. 2 falls for CNA and 1 fall for Death Ride.
What are you doing?
I put my hand down and I accidentally tapped the keyboard. Sorry. And
don't rush me, woman. Hey, you're the one who messed it up, and I'm the one fixing it, so you can go on my time.
You suck. Cover inside the ring. Kick out by LD. Of course, Clinton would agree with you about referees. Covered by LD. Busted up. And Karma knocked out of the ring by Diamond Sky. Jake going for a cover on LD. About to be less than 11 minutes on the clock now. Celine sent face first into the turnbuckle pad by Sky. Jake going after LD in another corner. Karma laid out on the outside. Diamond Sky with the cover on Lena. Busted up by Celine. Covered by Lena. And that's 4 falls. Wait a minute, no, that's 5 for Dark Destiny right now. Ooh, kick to the face on Lena. Celine going for a cover. Two count only. In comes Jade. Gets a Superwoman punch to the face, and Celine tries her with a cover. And that's another fall, a second fall for the Death Ride. LD dropped with that side cutter, but no pin attempt or even a submission. Elevated belly to back suplex onto Jade. Looks like Lena has been sent back into the ring. Karma lifts up LD. Power bomb into a pin. And busted up by Celine. It looked like by Lena. No, that was by Lena. Quentin, you're lucky I pay you. I swear, this damn camera guy is fucking on something. Drunk off his ass. Karma with the Kamigoye knee strike into the pin. Busted up by Diamond Sky. LD has the finger to Selena. Yanks them apart. Short arm clotheslines on LD into a ripcord drop kick on LD. Oh, hey, Violet. I guess you're handling that camera guy. Thank you. Oh, and tacos? Well, yeah. You don't need much. You can pretty much get it on your own. As long as you get paid in tacos, you're pretty much fine, Clinton. Celine whack-a-moling the chest of LD, and down LD goes to the outside. Pin attempt. Or no, that was a submission, but no submission there. Wait a minute. Diamond Sky got a third fall for the CNA. Little over 6 minutes left. Celine has a hold of LD, drives her into the mat cover, and busted up by Lena. And Lena slammed on the back of her head by Celine. And head scissors takedown on Celine in return. Suplex by Lena. And Jade with the submission on the Diamond Sky. And that is a 6th fall for Dark Destiny. Cover inside the ring. And Lena with a looks like a Looked like a 7th fall. Should be 7. Damn referees, I tell you to count properly and you act a fool. Hey Blaze, welcome to the stream. Gut wrench suplex onto Jade by Karma. LD caught in the, looked like she was maybe caught in a roll up, but no go. Yeah, Clinton seems to be like a new person that decided to tune in into our show today. Lena with the Salida del Sol onto Celine. And Jade sends Celine back in the ring. Dragon twist cutter onto LD by Lena. Cover. And kick out by LD. And I swear I saw a 7th fall won by Dark Destiny. My referees, unless it's Nacho, my referees are idiots. I swear. Oh, LD broke it up? Okay, AJ. Thank you. Now I understand. And looks like Diamond Sky has CNA at 4 falls. Celine with the back body drop onto Diamond Sky. Cover by Celine. And that's a 3rd fall for the Death Ride. Now kicked in the midsection of LD. But Diamond Sky comes up from behind and drops Celine. We're going after LD like that. So far, Jade and Angelina are ahead with 6 falls. Cover on the outside. And that's a 7th fall for Dark Destiny, thanks to Angelina. Less than 2 minutes in this Iron Woman tag match. Drop kick to the back of Karma by Diamond Sky. And Jade sent across the floor. Diamond Sky with the suplex onto Karma. Celine going after LD. Feast your eyes. Not able to go for a pin attempt. Lena comes running with the steel chair. Diamond Sky sent back into the ring. Karma going after Jade. Leaping neck breaker. Cover. Busted up by Diamond Sky. Roll up by Jade. Oh, that was a 5th fall now for CNA Corporation. Jade with the submission on Diamond Sky. Busted up. And Jade trying to make Karma pay for it, but nope. Inside the ring, Lena with the cover. Two count only. But no matter. Your winners of the match getting the points for Dark Destiny, Angelina Devereaux and Jade Bagwell. CNA and Death Ride were tied for majority of the top of the bets. But Jade and Angelina get the points for Dark Destiny. Next up, we've got Kyle Young representing Dark Destiny, Damian Richards for CNA Corporation, and the Incredible Steve for the Death Ride. In a KO only one fall to a finish matchup. And the only weapon you can use are microphones. Don't. Coming out first for Dark Destiny, at 6'2", weighing 260 pounds, from Chicago, Illinois, Kyle Young.
Nature of time that the old ways must give in. It's the nature of time that the new ways comes in sin. When the new is the old, it always ends the ancient ways. And as it's not told, the old ways go out in a place. Encircled by a vulture, the end of ancient culture, the dawn of destiny draws near. Imperial force defiled, facing 500 samurai. Surrounded and outnumbered, 6 to 1, the sword takes a gun. Bushido, dignified, it's the last stand of the samurai.
Whoopsies!
As a new age begins, the way of the warrior comes to an end.
I guess Violet didn't mean to get that, didn't really mean to do that to the camera guy.
Time that they always must give in. It's the nature of time that the new age comes in sin. An author of
Oh, what? I wonder what Clint did to get timed out. Huh.
Exist.
Yeah. Oh well. Coming out next, representing CNA Corporation, At 6 foot even weighing 237 pounds. From Valhalla, Damian Richards. Damian, the reigning Bad Moon Rising champion here in BMWF. I guess things like that happen, Violet. Clint like, there can be only one. Oh my goodness. And our final competitor in this triple threat at 6'9", weighing 405 pounds, from out of this world, the incredible Steve. This is one fall to a finish, knockout only. Feel free to state why, Clinton. Kyle, with a few jabs to the face of Steve, goes after Damian, working on the arm, twists it and slams it into the mat. Steve with that ripcord knee strike on Kyle. Shot to the back of Damian. Kyle sends him onto the ring apron, and Steve goes after Kyle. Slams him throat first onto the top rope. Steve gets knocked down, and Damian with that slingshot elbow drop onto Steve's chest. And now, overhead toss by Kyle on Damian. He lifts Damian up. Walks him around. Lifts him up and then just lets him drop face first to the mat. And Kyle turns to end up getting kicked in the face by Steve. Steve sends Kyle to the ropes. Drop down. Lifts him up and then the kick in the midsection. Sling blade onto Steve. Then the drop kick to the face by Damian. Elbow drop to the chest to Steve by Kyle. Standing shooting star on Steve by Damian. And Damian slamming Steve and Kyle's faces together. Now Damian traversing the ropes. Deep arm drag onto Steve. Grab from behind. Damian dropped with that elevated belly to back suplex. Kyle working on the foot, twisting the foot and ankle of Damien. Steve had Damien in a headlock and punched the face. Now Steve headbutt on Kyle. Kicked in the midsection by Kyle. Then the DDT. Lock up between Kyle and Damien. Damien set into the ropes. Flying cross body by Kyle. And then he gets knocked down by Steve. Shot to the back by Damien. Sends Steve into the corner. Punch the face and Steve drops into the corner. Kyle with a series of shots. Side slam on Damien. Hip toss. Not hip toss. Hip attack. Damien with that leaping knee strike on Kyle. Springboard. Looks like a Phoenix splash onto Kyle. Damien hopping up top. Steve right in front of him. And I don't know what's going on there. But Steve punches him, and then Damien able to drop down on Steve, and Steve rolling to the outside. Kyle dropped onto the back of his head by Damien. Steve with those elbow strikes to the midsection on Damien. And Kyle sending Steve into the corner. Whatever that splash Kyle had in mind, Steve was able to get out of the way. Kyle dropping down on Damien, raining the right hands, and Damien having to roll out. Kyle with the drop kick on Steve did not knock him down. Steve sends Kyle into the ropes. Drop down, leapfrog, pop-up punch, and then gets attacked from behind by Damien. And I believe Steve got busted open. Headlock into a punch to the face on Kyle. Damien misses that punch. Steve lifts him up. Drops him with the snake eyes. Really? You timed yourself out, Clinton? Well, I'm not surprised you'd want to try and time yourself out. Punch to the face of Steve. Kyle's lifts him up. Drops him onto his head. Misses that splash. And that kick to the face does it. Getting the points for CNA is Damien Richards. Steve had the majority of the bets, but your winner with the points is Damien Richards for CNA. Next up, we've got Miki Satoru for Dark Destiny, Catherine Gorgon for CNA Corporation, and Steppy for the Death Ride. 2 out of 3 knockout this time, shovels being the only weapons you can use. Mickey's first. Coming out for Dark Destiny. At 5'4", weighing 136 pounds. From Tokyo, Japan, Miki Satoru.
In spite of everything you put me through, the words you swore upon were never true. I'm left broken, hearted, and confused. You challenge fire, cutting fire, I refused. A ring self-destruct, all I ever knew. Each time the pieces fall apart at your feet, I swear you'll never mean nothing to me.
Coming out for CNA Corporation at 6 foot even, weighing 200 pounds. From Athens, Greece, Catherine Gorgon.
The shadows form around me as I am fading out. A curse has bound me.
Hey Sly, hey Carmelita.
The pain is overwhelming. Can't recognize myself. This emptiness consuming everything inside of me. Feeling lost without a spark. Feeding flames with empty hearts. It's always darkest before the dawn. I'm wide awake, but caught in this nightmare of my mistakes, and I'm going nowhere. And though the reaper waits, he dug an early.
Are you gonna let me in? Hello?
And coming out for the Death Ride at 5'4", weighing 160 pounds. From Dallas, Texas, Steppy.
2:45 and the bell went off, thank God. Many people think I'm odd, but I talk with no one and I walk alone and I avoid sunlight with a chalk.
Last match was one fall to a finish for the knockouts. This is 2 out of 3 falls knockouts.
That's when a real show starts. Tap, 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 tap on the glass, go to piece of ass. So young and pretty, it's too bad she passed. But she comes to my room and we talk at night. She's demonic and bloody, but she holds me tight in my bedroom. With her, I'm never alone. And I kiss her cold lips until the morning comes and she gone. I can still hear her voice loom, but she only exists in the dark of my room. I can't ignore you. Do anything for you, lady. I do adore you. I can't ignore you. Do anything for you, lady. I do adore you.
Punch to the face of Steppy by Miki. Octopus stretch. And Steppy counters with the side slam. Steppy fighting away from the ropes. Punches to the face of Catherine. Body slam onto the mat. Steppy sends Miki into the ropes. Block. Nice whip. Miki sends her onto the ring apron. And Catherine with a punch to the face of Miki. Trying to knock her off the ring apron. That stunner sure did it. Now Steppy taking the opportunity to go after Catherine in the ring. While Miki looks for a shovel. Shovel's the only weapon you're gonna find underneath that ring. Upwards. type of head scissors. Miki was twisting that onto Steppy. Catherine collides with Steppy, and Miki sends Catherine right on out of the ring. Now she has Steppy by the scruff of the neck, face first into the turnbuckle pad. Turns her around, has her in the electric chair. Crosses the arms and dumps her under her backs. Now Miki rains the right hands to the face of Steppy. Then slams Catherine face first onto the mat as Steppy has to roll out. Rolls over Catherine, goes into the ropes. Punt kick to the face. And Steppy goes after Miki, twists the arm, slams her face first, and then turns her attention to Catherine. Then grabs the shovel. It gets knocked out of hand by Miki. And then Miki dumps her onto her head with that belly-to-back suplex. Catherine, with the German suplex on Miki, dumps her onto her head. Steppy grabs hold of Catherine, sends her into the corner. Misses that kick. But didn't miss that one. Catherine sets up Steppy. Powerbomb. And then Miki comes swinging that shovel on Catherine. Teeing up on the back and the legs. Steppy gets back up. Clothesline knocks Miki down. Miki set into the ropes and then slammed down under her back. Catherine yanks the fingers apart of Steppy. Then gets dropped under her face by Miki. Springboard drop kick by Miki onto Steppy. Nice punch to counter Miki by Steppy. Side slam. Then Catherine goes after Steppy. Sends her into the ropes. Dumps her under her head with the German suplex. There's a second one. Will this be a trifecta? Yes, it is. And that's the first fall for CNA. Miki teeing off with that shovel. Catherine knocks it out of hand. Has Miki by the scruff of the neck. Miki with the elbows to the midsection. Gets some separation. Springboard drop kick knocks down Catherine. And Steppy grabs Miki and slams her onto the back of her head. Whips her onto the back of her head again. Now just slamming the head multiple times. Steppy. Oh, I've been in that maneuver before. Yanking the arms back of Miki Satoru. Catherine grabbed that shovel and cracked Steppy in the back. Now the kick to the face. Springboard moonsault connects on Steppy. Catherine with the stomp. Now just raining the left hands to the face. And Miki comes running and clotheslines her. Now Miki raining left hands on Catherine. Punched in the midsection by Catherine. Steppy sends Catherine into the corner. Shot to the face. And kick to the face. Insult to injury with the double knees on Miki. Steppy climbs up top. What she got in mind? Twisted Bliss flashing onto Miki. Gets sent into the corner by Catherine. Shot to the face on Steppy. Catherine measuring Steppy. What she got in mind? Kick to the face, and that is it. Your winner getting the points for CNA Corporation, Catherine Gorgon. Catherine had the majority of the bets, and she gets the win. Next up, we've got Leon Young representing Dark Destiny, Jesse Jackhammer for CNA Corporation, and Shadow Press for the Death Ride. Not yet. Coming out for Dark Destiny at 5'11", weighing 195 pounds. From Chicago, Illinois, Leon Young. Representing CNA Corporation at 6'5", weighing 275 pounds. From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the Canadian Nightmare, Jesse Jackhammer. And representing the Death Ride, at 5'11", weighing 241 pounds, from Detroit, Michigan, no flash, just fists, he is Shadow Press. This time it is 2 out of 3 submissions only. Hockey sticks being the weapon of choice. Here we go. Lock up between Shadow Press and Leon. Double Russian leg sweep by Jesse and Shadow Press on Leon. Jesse tries to get in some offense on Shadow Press and gets elbows to the midsection. Shot to the back on Shadow Press. Leon sends him into the corner. Jesse sends Leon into the corner, and Leon gets the feet up as Jesse comes in after him. Elbow drop to the back of Shadow Press. Knee drop to the arm. Collision between Leon and Jesse. Lock up. Leon sends him into the ropes. Block. Series of strikes by Jesse. Dumps Leon onto his head with the German suplex. Preston Morgan, welcome to the stream. Right now, we are using 2K24 for this stream. Have yet to be switching over just yet. But welcome to the stream. Leon with the boot washes to the face of Jesse. Goes into one corner, then one final boot wash to the face of Jesse. Shot to the face. Switcheroo by Jesse. Elbow to the face. Shadow Press lifts up Leon. Inside the ring, flatliner into the Fujiwara armbar by Jesse onto Shadow Press. I'll check something real quick. Yep, it's correct. Okay, here we go. Guess that wasn't his official submission. Underhook powerbomb by Leon on Shadow Press, then a leaping clothesline by Leon onto Jesse. And Shadow Press pointing finger gun at Leon. Now, everybody battle on the outside. Shadow Press the spear on Leon. Scoop slam. Slams him onto his back. Lock up between Shadow Press and Jesse. Has Jesse up, and Jesse out the back with a chop block to the knee. Leon sends Jesse back into the ring. Shadow press. Had the hockey stick in hand. Missed as Leon was getting back into the ring, but he's not missing this time. Oh, Leon able to knock it out of hand. And a series of shots and clothesline on Shadow Press. Punch to the face of Jesse. Jesse sent into the corner. Arm wrenched through the ropes by Leon. Kick to the back by Shadow Press. Has Leon by the scruff of the neck. Sets him up against the ropes. Now wrenches his arm through the ropes. And punch to the face. Hockey stick over the head of broken over the head of Shadow Press. Okay, now I remember it's the wake-up call, that Superman punch. Flatliner into the Fujiwara armbar onto Shadow Press. And Shadow does not tap out. And with that whipping maneuver, Jesse slammed onto his face as Shadow Press having to roll out to the outside. Ripcord punch to the face of Jesse by Leon. Shadow Press grabbing those steel steps, just walking around. Leon goes up top. Spinal tap onto Jesse, and then Shadow Press drops onto him with the double axe handle. Trying to stop Leon from possibly applying a submission to get a fall. Shadow Press tripped up by Jesse. Now Leon has a hold of Jesse. Jesse with the elbow shots to get some separation. Springboard shot to the back of the head of Jesse by Shadow Press. Now Shadow with the submission. Leon able to shake him off. Springboard shot to the back of the head. Has the hockey stick in hand. Cracks over the face of Jesse. Knocked out of hand by Shadow Press. Shadow lifts him up. Out the back is Leon. Kick to the midsection. And then a shot to the back of Shadow Press by Jesse. And then the knee lift makes Shadow Press have to roll out. Jesse turned his attention to Leon. And that's stomping Leon's face into the mat. Stomp to the back. Armbar applied. Hockey stick in hand. Shadow Press cracks over the head. Over the back. Turns his attention to the knee of Leon. And that punch to the face. Kick to the midsection. Into the Dragon Slayer sleeper hold. Leon trying to get a fall. Shadow Press not tapping out. Jesse has a hold of Leon. Back burst into the corner. Tosses him across the ring. Clothesline knocks Shadow Press down. Stomp to the face. And Jesse with the submission applied. And busted up by Leon. Grapple from behind on Shadow Press by Leon. Face first into the turnbuckle pad. Turns his attention to Jesse. Jesse with the half and half suplex on Leon. Jesse sent into the corner. Elbow to the face by Leon. Then clothesline. Shadow Press drops down, then the punch, punch to the face as Shadow Press drops in the corner. Utilizes that hockey stick, unable to utilize it the second time on Jesse. Jesse lifts him up. Jackhammer. Knee drop to the face. Jesse teeing up with that hockey stick. Leon back up to his feet. Kick to the midsection. Jesse missing that punch. Leon able to duck that hockey stick shot from Shadow Press. Shot to the back of Leon. And Leon able to reverse by sending Jesse under the ring apron. That unprettier ended up busting open Leon. Shadow Press, kick to the midsection. Drain Chaser DDT. Jesse back into the ring. Sends Shadow Press into the ropes. Caught. Kick to the knee. And submission applied by Shadow Press. No tap out. Claymore kick to the face of Jesse. Leon was trying to go for the submission. Jesse out the back door. Neck breaker. Now Shadow Press with the up kicks to Jesse. Teeing off with that hockey stick. Now Jesse busted open. Hockey stick knocked out of hand. Jesse with the punches and chops on Shadow Press. Backbreaker on Leon. Leon whipped into the corner. And shot to the back with the hockey stick on Shadow Press. Jesse, punch to the face. DDT onto Leon. Now, setting up Shadow Press. Into the jackhammer. Stomp to the arm. Goes for an arm bar. And busted up by Leon. Shots to the midsection, chop to the chest, out the back. Jesse with the reverse DDT on Leon. Goes after Shadow Press to brings him to his feet. Maybe was going for that jackhammer yet again, but busted up by Leon before he could even think of that. Dumped Shadow Press with that German suplex. Jesse with the stomp on Leon. Jesse sent into the barricade. Twists the arm and Shadow Press drops on the face first on the floor. Shadow Press sent towards the announce table. Leon with the elbow shots to the midsection on Jesse. Lock up. Jesse dumped onto his head by Leon. Shadow Press missing the wake-up call punch. His version of the Superman punch. Leon with that shovel, able to get in a shot on the knee of Shadow Press. Jesse able to get that hockey stick away and crack him in the midsection. Knocked out of hand by Shadow Press. Leon has a hold of Jesse. Oh, Jesse cracks Shadow Press and Leon's heads together. Has him by the Leon by the scruff of the neck, sends him into the ring. Shadow Press sends Jesse back into the ring. All three now battling it out in the ring. Leon with the punches, right hands to the face. Leg drop onto Jesse. And Shadow Press trying to punch Leon. Leon with those stomps to the hand. Back up. Kick to the midsection, punch to the face by Leon, switcheroo by shadow press, kick to the back of the leg, shot to the back, takedown into a submission. And that's the first fall for shadow press. One more and he can get the points for the death ride. Leon into the ropes. Kick to the face, knocking down Jesse. Stomp to the arm. Out the back is Jesse. Kick to the back of the leg. Springboard maneuver misses. Leon whipped into the ropes. Tripped up. Shadow press back into the match. Dumped onto his head with that German suplex by Jesse. Jesse twists the arm. And again, that wake-up call punch missed by Shadow Press, and a third time. Now, submission applied onto Leon, but busted up by Shadow Press. Shadow has Jesse up. And Jesse with those elbow shots while on the shoulders of Shadow Press. Jesse, maybe he was going for the jackhammer, but missed. Unable to. Jawbreaker to Shadow Press. There's the jackhammer. Does it. Connects. Now turns his attention to Leon. Sends him onto the ring apron. Sets up the arm of Shadow Press. Knee drop. And Leon deciding to pose on the ring apron. Lifts up Leon. Elbow shots to the side of Jesse's head. Springboard shot to the face. Connects. Up kick to the face from Jesse. And accidental collision between Leon and the referee on the way to the ropes. Leon dropped throat first onto the top rope as Shadow Press sends those steel steps into the ring. Brainbuster onto Leon. And Shadow Press goes after Jesse in the corner. Shot to the face. Drop kicks him into the corner. Up kick out of the corner by Jesse. Face first into the turnbuckle pad. Shadow Press propped up by Jesse. Punch to the face and the hockey stick thrown at the head of Jesse. And Jesse deciding to pose on the ring apron. Slingshot DDT onto Leon. Shadow Press up top. Drops down with the double axe handle onto Jesse. Hangover kick onto Jesse. Shadow Press. What's he got in mind? Super kick to the face. But Shadow Press unable to capitalize. Jesse sent towards the ring apron. Leon comes up. Kick to the midsection. Brainbuster straight shot it down onto the floor on Shadow Press. Leon cracks Jesse in the face with those steel steps. Unable to do it a second time. Sends Jesse back into the ring. Turns his attention to Shadow Press. Multiple punches to the midsection. Suplex onto Shadow Press. Cobra clutch onto Jesse. And Jesse, with those elbow strikes, able to fight out of it. Springboard shot to the back of the head or the back of the neck from Shadow Press on Leon. Jesse, Northern Lights suplex. Leon comes from behind, shot to the back on Jesse, sends him flying out of the ring, and follows after. Jesse getting pumped up, fired up on the outside, and Shadow Press comes walking over with those steel steps. Roll through, Jesse gets kicked in the back, and Leon knocking those steel steps out of hand, suplex on Shadow Press. Leon had Shadow Press by the scruff of the neck. Shadow Press able to get in some elbow shots to the midsection to get some separation. Leon sent towards the ring apron, but not it back into the ring. Shadow Press sent back into the ring, though. Jesse dumped onto his head with that German suplex. Into the ripcord lariat. So far, Shadow Press is the only one with a submission fall. This is 2 out of 3 submissions. Shadow Press could be strategic about this. Could make it so Jesse and Leon are not able to get a fall for themselves and run out the clock if need be. The whole point is that he got a fall on the board, and he's the only one with one. And if he's the only one with one at the end, he gets the points for the death ride. Jesse with that underhook suplex onto Leon. Lock up with Shadow Press. Shadow sent into the ring post. Leaping clothesline on Jesse. Jesse gets back up, sends Leon across the floor. Shadow Press sends Jesse back into the ring. Shot to the back. Has him up. Jackhammer on Shadow Press. And Leon in the ring with the hockey stick. Oh, going for a submission. And busted up by Leon. Shadow Press gets the hockey stick away from Jesse, starts teeing off, comes running with it at Leon, and able to get in some shots with the hockey stick on Leon. And Shadow and Jesse taking the long way around to go fighting after each other again. Shadow Press sent back into the ring by Leon. Massive slam on the floor by Leon on Jesse. Leon taking the long way around, then finally getting back into the ring. And Shadow Press with the submission. And that is it. 2 falls in succession. The only one to score any falls in this matchup, getting the points for the death ride, is Shadow Press. Jesse had the majority of the bets. but Shadow Press gets those points for the Death Ride. Next up, we've got Morgana Gorgon Nightwalker for CNA Corporation, Kasara Utaker for Dark Destiny, and the Evil Angel Jerica Page for the Death Ride. In a pin-only one fall to a finish matchup, flip-flops being the weapon of choice. Or chanclas, if you're gonna say it in Spanish, like Selena Vega. Coming out for Dark Destiny. At 5'6", weighing 130 pounds, from the outer circle of hell, Kasara Utaker.
When you never had a voice, when no one never listened, so you never had a choice. Never had a path, only people in your way. Never had a mask or a reason to be fake. All you had was you and a reason to succeed. All you had to do was keep believing in the dream. All you ever knew was being weak and on your knees. But you're only gonna lose if you don't learn from your defeats. Yeah, gotta make the world know my name. I cut my head in the clouds, my feet on the ground. Yeah, I'm standing out and I am not afraid.
Representing CNA Corporation, at 6 foot even, weighing 200 pounds, from Athens, Greece, Morgana Gorgon Nightwalker.
What's the point in hiding? I'm so disappointed I can take control of it. Exposing it. Push me past the breaking point. It's something we just can't avoid. I'm over it. When the closure hits. In my sleep I picture me with kerosene to light this bitch up in a sea. No way to contemplate a better way. And as I'm waiting, all of my memories are fading. I can't remember, I'm chasing shadows that tear me apart. Don't let them take me away. I've been shutting out the demons, darkness taking over. Will it ever be enough for me? Shake what I've been chasing, I can face it, but the devil's got a hold of me. Won't let me breathe. Pull me apart, I'm ripped at the seams, spilling my guts to see what's inside of me. I can't erase and I cannot run. It's hard to escape when you're numb. And as I'm waiting, all of my memories are fading. I can't remember, I'm chasing shadows that tear me apart. And when I see my world crashing down, I will realize nothing has changed and I need my shadows that tear me apart. Don't let them take me away.
And representing the Death Ride, at 5'6", weighing 135 pounds, from Dallas, Texas, the Evil Angel, Jerica Page.
I'm throwing a tantrum like a kid. I'm in the color in the pieces of glass, they be everywhere. Don't watch your step, I don't fucking care. I'm in your blind spot, unaware. Cause I throw my feelings down the stairs. I'm not myself when I get like this, but you bring it out of me, exorcist. Temporary is this temperament. Please take my mugshot for reference. I'm in the car, under the stars. I'm on the way to your house. I'm feeling hush, lock all your doors. You hiding under the couch. I wanna know, I wanna talk. Tell me what this is about.
All three ladies are ready. And Jerica going right after Kasara. Morgana going for an underhook maneuver, and just Jerica able to counter, but then gets knocked down by Kasara. One-legged drop kick onto Morgana. Kasara missing that move out of the corner. Jerica with the elbow shots to Morgana. Kasara has Jerica up, drops her with the snake eyes. Whip around kick to the face of Morgana. And Kasara looked like she was going for a head scissors setup, but did not connect on anybody. Leaping neckbreaker onto Kasara by Jerica, and Kasara tips up like it ain't nothing. And a knee strike to the side of the face. Kick to the midsection from Jerica. Morgana sends Kasara flying out of the ring, and Jerica comes up from behind, leaping neckbreaker onto Morgana. Clothesline onto Morgana. Massive shot to the face. And Jerica goes to the outside. Goes to look for a weapon. And there's... I couldn't even tell if she found a one of them flip-flops. Whatever. All three ladies battling by the rampway. Hip toss. Multiple knee strikes to Kasara by Morgana. Then the kick. Jerica lifts up Morgana. Neck breaker. Kasara brings Jerica back to her feet and sends her back into the ring. Then she gets sent back into the ring by Morgana. Knee drop in onto the back of Kasara's neck, and Jerica holding it there. Kasara sent flying out of the ring. And Jerica gets hit in the head by one of them flip-flops, and Morgana with the cover. Kick out at 1. Jawbreaker to Morgana. And Jerica gets knocked down by Kasara. Kasara sent flying out of the ring by Morgana. Morgana, basically Sophie's choice when it comes to who she can go after. She goes up to top, drops down on Jerica in an arm drag, goes for the cover, busted up by Kasara. This is one fall to a finish, so it's even more crucial. Standing Spanish fly onto Jerica by Kasara. Kick in the midsection on Morgana. Now Kasara has her with the wrist control. Traverses in the ropes in the deep arm drag. Then set up on Jericho, wheelbarrow DDT. Morgana sends Kasara flying out of the ring, turns her attention to Jericho, and Jericho, the series of chops and strikes on Morgana, sends her into the ropes, drop down. Lifts her up and out the back and shoves Jericho into the ropes. Jericho sends her into the ropes. Kasara back into the match. She gets knocked down. And Kasara whipped by Morgana onto the ring apron. Jericho with the cravat choke on Morgana on that top rope. Head scissors takedown on Jericho. Jericho having to roll out. Morgana sent flying out of the ring. Kasara connecting this time with that head scissors. Dragon twist cutter. And as Morgana rolls out, Jericho with the boot to the face of Kasara. Kasara on the ring apron gets shoulder tackled off the ring apron by Jericho. Jericho follows Kasara out. Shot to the back by Kasara, who sets her up, swinging neck breaker, and the pin attempt busted up by Morgana. Kasara whipped back into the ring. Morgana getting fired up. Goes back in. And able to get that head scissors takedown onto Morgana. Cover. Busted up by Jericho, who was able to get there in time to bust it and break it up. And sends Kasara flying out of the ring. Morgana clotheslines Jericho out of the ring. Goes up top. What's she have in mind for the evil angel? And she misses. Jericho with a series of strikes. Now all three battling by the announce table. Jericho goes back into the ring, picking up one of them flip-flops. As Kasara gets slammed face first by Morgana, and then the leaping knee strike on Jericho. And pin attempt on Jericho, busted up by Kasara. Elbow shots to the midsection on Kasara. Jericho whipped into Morgana. Kasara with the stunner onto Jericho. Goes for the cover. Busted up by Morgana. Lock up. Kick to the midsection. Underhook. Underhook DDT. Cover. Kick out at 2. Kasara sent back into the ring. Jericho knocked down. Morgana. Oh, Kasara diving over the top rope and miss and not even connecting with anyone. Kasara goes back into the ring, locks up with Morgana. Morgana slams her down. Then a spear onto Jericho. Morgana. Leg caught, dragon screw by Jericho. Punch to the face of Jericho by Kasara. Jericho with the kick kicks Kasara away. Goes after Morgana, kick to the midsection. Series of punches to the face. Morgana fighting out of the corner. Oh, nice counter into an arm drag by Jericho. Kick to the midsection. And before Jericho can do anything, she gets multiple punches to the midsection from Kasara. Morgana sent into the ropes. Kasara. Snap suplex. One-legged drop kick onto Morgana. Kasara. German suplex. Dumping her under her head. Morgana rolls out. And Kasara Punch to the face on Morgana. Double team by Kasara and Jericho on Morgana. Lock up between Kasara and Jericho. And tit for tat. Punches to the midsection of Kasara before Kasara could try anything with Jericho. Side slam on Kasara by Morgana. Jericho with the swinging neck breaker. And Morgana having to roll out. Jericho with the cover. And as the referee was getting into position, kick out by Kasara. Up kick to the face. Kasara sends Jericho into the ropes. Nice Hurricanrana takedown. Grabs the flip-flop. Stomp. Oh, eats a boot to the face. And then knee drop onto the back of the neck. Held down by Jericho. Drop kick from Morgana on Jericho. Kick to the midsection of Kasara. Cravat type of face buster. Morgana with the knee shot to the side of the head. And yanks on the legs of Kasara. Hip toss into the elbow drop to the arm. Boot to the face from Jericho onto Morgana. Slams the arm onto the mat. Oh, set up. Interesting maneuver there. And Jericho going for the cover. Busted up by Kasara. DDT onto Jericho. Kip up like it didn't do a damn thing. Her version of a chin checker. Shot to the back of Morgana as Kasara happens to roll out. Jericho, a former student of the East Coast bastard Mordred Nightwalker. Kick the midsection. BFT. Sees Kasara coming. And Kasara with the punches to the midsection. Sends Jericho into the ropes. Spear. Into the cover. Can Kasara do it? And that is it. Getting the points for the point for Dark Destiny is Kasara Utaker. What, you want me to deal with the music this time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Out there.
Okay.
Everything should be in order for this match, so you don't need to change around anything.
Alright, I'm gonna have to get up a little bit closer to be able to see, but yeah, I can do it. I got it. Don't.
Hold on.
Morgana was at the top of the bets, but Kasara Utaker gets the points for Dark Destiny. Now, hold on a moment. I'm going to get the poll done, and then get started with the music. This is our tag team match for the men this time. Iron Man stipulation, just like the ladies.
When in doubt, shut your mouth and lights out. Who the fuck do you think that you are? Play my heart out to
Representing Dark Destiny at 7 foot even weighing 495 pounds from your darkest fears, Oscar.
but you can hurt me once and you're paralyzed. You're stuck in your ear. I'll be all your biggest fear. It's lights out, bitch. It's lights out, bitch.
Now I got it right. Sorry. And his tag team partner also representing Dark Destiny at 6'1", weighing 250 pounds from Austin, Texas, Austin Bagwell.
cut you down. Sooner or later, God'll cut you down. Go tell that long-tongued liar. Go tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler and the gambler and the backbiter. Tell them that God's
Coming out for CNA Corporation at 6'2", weighing 228 pounds, from Nashville, Tennessee, Matt Storm.
Sooner or later, God'll cut you down. You can throw your rock and hide your hand. Work real hard against your brother, man. Sure as God made black and white, evil done in the dark will soon come to light. He fell to his knees and the demons fled. He felt God's hand upon his head. You see my son nailed up on that hill. Now's your time, James. Do my will. Do my will. Don't cut you
the men's dad man's hand champion. Outside faction games.
You can run on for a long time. You can run on, but you can't hide. You can run on and try to hide your lies. But sooner or later, got 'em and cut you down. Sooner or later, got 'em.
No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know who you are. Flying up in a bar. Wish on a star. Time to show 'em who's in charge. Call me a shooting star.
And his tag team partner also representing CNA Corporation. At 7 foot even, weighing 285 pounds. From Brooklyn, New York, the Brooklyn Choker.
I said I'm moving too far. Get it gone. You're looking at a shooting star. Got more than a couple of people going mad. I swear they're rooting hard. Tell them I be big in the game like she went and got them breast implants. I said I'm moving too fast. Didn't even get to glance. I'm ready to eat up track like I'm seated in a restaurant. If you had swag like mine, you know it's best to flaunt. We aren't hating because you aren't. Shining like it's neon. Rock like kings of Leon. Shooting stars across the
I am a man at war, and I am fighting for all of the broken people, all of the people thrown overboard. They always try to shame us.
Representing the Death Ride. At 6 foot 7, weighing 326 pounds. From Dublin, Ireland, Mason Nightwalker.
Fire was set in the dark. It's time that you know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. It doesn't matter if the world is going mad, if we just hold on, if we just hold on, yeah. The sky is falling and the world is going mad, and we sing our songs and we just hold on, yeah. So if you're running, stop running. One life, one chance, start living. Sing it louder just to let the world know. No, we're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. We're not nameless, we're not faceless, we were born for greatness. They say that I'm reckless, because I'm relentless. Do I seem a little bit weird to you? Do I seem a little bit confused?
And his tag team partner, also representing the Death Ride. At 5 foot 11, weighing 231 pounds. From Chicago, Illinois, he's the resident rock star. He's Mr. Six. He's the Drum Monkey. as I get back into original position. But as I said before, this is, or the men, same step as the ladies tag team match, pin sub Iron Man stipulation. Storm with a massive clothesline onto Mason. Joker bench pressing Drum. Brings him to his feet. Sends him into the ropes. Drop down. And Drum able to stop himself. Swinging neck breaker on the Joker. Drum exits the ring looking for a weapon. It's either, I think that's a barbed wire bat for this matchup. And yeah. There we go. Much better. Austin had a pin attempt onto Joker, but Joker was able to kick out. Drum must have been sent back into the ring or went in himself, but I didn't see for sure. Mason slamming Onska onto the back of his head multiple times on the floor. Storm dropped face first on the ring apron. Drum with the monkey wrench on the Joker. And Storm right up behind him. Able to bust it up. Onska with the side slam onto Storm. Back in the ring, Austin and Drum Monkey. Austin with an elbow to the face on Drum. And Austin with his crazy super kick that makes him so sleepy. As Onska, Joker, Storm, and Mason are battling on the outside. Cover inside the ring. And kick out by Drum Monkey. Drum was in the ring with Joker, and Joker had to roll out. Now, Austin had Drum in a side headlock and punched him in the face. Mason has a hold of Joker, slams him onto his back in the forefront by the announce table. Austin going for a cover. Busted up by Storm. Austin exiting the ring to go back on the outside. Joker laid out. Onska sending Matt Storm back into the ring. Mason being sent into the ring post by Joker. Shot to the back on Joker by Onska. Lifts him up. Spins him around. Powerbomb. Cover. Kick out by Joker at 2. Sorry for the silence there. For a brief moment, I was adding up the points so far for this triple threat battle for today. Just wanted to have that at least set up, and then I can just add on what I add on for the rest of the show. I will drop the score. I will drop the score closer to our main event of the day. What's Austin setting up for? Whatever it was, Drum stopped him and sent him back into the ring. Mason slams down Matt Storm. No, slammed down Onska. Oh, there was a pin attempt on the outside, only a 2 count. Mason with a boot to the face of Joker. Mason has a hold of Onska, spins him around. Powerbomb into the cover. And Storm busts up that pin attempt. Only a 1 count on the outside. It looked like Storm's laid out. Joker's down. Mason stomping on Joker. Austin sends Storm across the floor. Drum with the elevated belly to back suplex on to Matt Storm. Collides with Austin. Lifts up Austin and drops him on that barricade. Mason and Joker battling by the rampway. Austin sent across the floor by Storm. Mason sent back into the ring by Joker. Drum has a hold of Austin, sends him across the floor by the announce table. Inside the ring is Mason and Joker. Knocked down by Joker on Mason. Cover. Kick out at 2. Joker battling Mason inside the ring. Inverted atomic drop on Storm by Austin. Austin turning his attention to Drum. Joker slamming down Mason. And a massive punch to the face of Austin by Storm. Storm with the headlock driver on the Drum. Cover. And Mason busting up that pinfall attempt. Austin has a hold of Storm, sends him back into the ring. Austin goes into the ring with the sledgehammer, gets speared, and the cover by Storm. Kick out at 2 by Austin. Drum with the drop kick on Storm for going for a pin attempt. Uses the sledgehammer to the knee and to the gut of Austin. On the outside is Joker and Mason. Wait a minute. Stage dive onto Austin. Cover. Busted up by Storm. Storm has a hold of drum, drops him throat first onto the top rope. Nope, I'm not. Oh, okay. Yeah. Asuka's trapped behind the barricade. Screw that. Restarting the match. I am not gonna be complaining that oh, such and such happened all because of this. No. Screw that. Just gonna have to deal with the restart. Because Asuka ended up behind the barricade for some reason. I don't know why. But oh well. Restart. I thought somebody was missing. I just had to undo the control of the camera in order to find out. And Clinton thinks Joker should use a taser. Okay.
Do you really have to ask why Asuka is doing remotely anything involving barricades?
Because he fucking wants to, I know. I didn't see him go over the fucking barricade, though. Close the door. Anywho. DDT on the Asuka. Busted up by Joker. Well, right now, while they're battling it out for the second time, we've here are the points so far. We've got CNA Corporation and Dark Destiny tied at 6 points apiece, and the Death Ride at 2. After this Iron Man match, we have 2 more matches left in this triple threat battle. DDT on the Asuka. Austin sent back into the ring by Mason. Follows him back in. Load up. Mason. The German suplex into the ripcord lariat. Joker. Maybe going for a side slam, but got busted open with that knee strike. Mid-move on Mason. Yeah, no, you are not zooming out. Fuck you. Thank you. Cover by Austin. Kick out by Joker. Drum sent back into the ring. Austin going for a submission on Joker. And Mason busts up that submission attempt. And that pin attempt by the Rampway busted up. Cover by Joker on Mason. And Mason able with the kick out at 2. Well, at least the restart, they didn't, there was no falls the first attempt at this matchup until Onska ended up behind the damn barricade. Cover! Kick out by Austin. Now stay where I can see y'all. Damn it. Excuse me. Brainbuster by Storm. He gets sent across the floor. Pin attempt on the outside. Busted up. Joker. Wait a minute. Onska had a pin attempt on Joker. Busted up by Mason, and Onska making him pay for it. Basically all in the family in this matchup. Mason and Joker, and Mason and Onska are brothers-in-law. And Mason with the first fall for the Death Ride. Death Rider by Joker. And that pin attempt busted up by Drum. Ooh. Drum Monkey going for... I'm not calling it the Three Amigos. I'm calling it the Three Bananas. Because it's Drum Monkey. Goes for the cover. Busted up by Storm. Either 3 bananas or three drumsticks. Either way, it fits him. Overhead belly to belly on Austin by Mason. Well, this guy has a hold of Storm and slams him, kind of like choke slam style, slams him face first onto the floor. I did not like the look on Matt Storm's face, like, don't do And I apologize with the zooming in and out. My camera crew are morons unless I'm the one in control of the camera. Joker was going for a pin attempt, busted up by Austin. Austin slammed face first onto the ring apron by Joker. Leg caught as Austin was trying to go for that super kick. Nice back kick from Drum Monkey. Onska sent to the steel steps by Mason, and Austin must have did that stupid super kick of his where he looked so sleepy. Not my fault your damn tag partner ended up on the opposite side of the barricade. Tough as nails! And busted up by Austin. Oh, this guy has a hold of Drum Monkey! Powerbomb. Cover. And busted up by Matt Storm. Well, this guy sent gut first into the steel steps. Tilt-a-whirl slam by Austin on Joker. DDT on Drum. Mason getting back to his feet inside the ring. Now, heading back out to join the battle. Onska drops Storm face first onto the knee. And Storm sent back into the ring by Onska. Pin attempt on the outside. Only a 2 count. And Drum teeing up on Storm with that sledgehammer inside the ring. Storm with the spear on Drum Monkey. Storm sent to the referee. Shot to the back. Submission applied. And that's another fall for the Death Ride. Monkey wrench onto Matt Storm. Busted up. Nice, like a reverse Russian leg sweep onto Onska. Austin drops down on Mason. And Drum getting back to his feet. Cover by Joker. Kick out by Austin. Storm with the DDT on Onska. Drum with the toughest nails onto Austin. But not able to get the fall. And Drum must not have eaten before his match. Going for finger food. Camera guy, you are making my commentating job a lot harder. You piece of shit. Stop zooming in and out. And looks like Matt Storm got the fall for the CNA Corporation. So CNA's got 1 fall and Death Ride with 2. These Iron Man matches, whether for tags or single, just 3 people, it is 5 points for an Iron Man match. This could give either CNA or Dark Destiny the lead, and that break the tie between those two, and it could give the Death Ride the lead in this match, in this triple threat battle. Drum Monkey busted up that pin attempt on Mason from Austin, and Austin busting up that pin attempt by I believe Matt Storm. Drum sent shoulder first into the ring post and kicks it, but able to fight his way out of the corner. Kick to the midsection. Sets up Joker. Drum roll into the pin. And that is a third fall. Should be a third fall for the Death Ride. No, wait a minute. Now it's showing Matt Storm with the fall. It's showing Matt Storm with 2 falls for CNA. Oh, now it's showing 3 for Death Ride. So 2 falls for CNA. Death Ride with 3. And Mason posing in the ring. Must think Demonia is watching. I know where your head's at, nephew. Lucky Ezra is not into girls yet. He's not ready to be posing for girls just yet. Anywho, Onska had Drum Monkey up. Drum able to shimmy out down the back, went into a pinning predicament and busted up by Austin. Storm whips Austin across the floor. Joker has Mason up, bench pressing him up and down. And the big man dropped face first onto the floor. Joker going for a pin. And busted up by Onska. Austin sends Storm across the floor. Lock up between Mason and Storm. Mason sent gut first into the steel steps. Flying crossbody on Storm by Austin. Goes for the cover. And Dark Destiny get their first fall. Joker had the steel steps in hand. It's some type of pendulum slam and Storm. Mason with the cover. 2 count only. Mason goes after Austin. Dumps him onto his head with that German suplex. And Austin having to roll out. Where the men representing Death Ride are the only ones in the ring. They have to go out. Joker going for the cover. Being covered by Onska. And Mason busting that up. Pile driver on the Drum Monkey by Austin. Cover. and busted up by Storm. Poison Rana on the Drum Monkey. Matt Storm tripped up by Austin after the return trip from the ropes. Onska has a hold of Mason. Dominator. Austin with the cover on Storm. And that's a second fall for Dark Destiny. Dark Destiny and CNA tied at 2 falls apiece, while Death Rider at 3. Covered by Storm. Busted up. Massive clothesline onto Drum Monkey. Storm dropped onto his knee by Austin. Let's go with the cover. And Onska ties it up with the Death Ride. Poison Rana onto Austin. Mason with that side headlock punch on Onska. Mason with the kick to the midsection. Sets him up this time with the Dominator. Cover on Onska. And Onska kicks out. Joker has a hold of Drum Monkey. Side slam. Drum having to roll out. Blue Thunder bomb by Joker onto Mason. Storm with the pin cover on Austin. And must have been busted up, because I didn't see no numbers on the screen. I can't control the stupid camera. My camera guy is a piece of shit. Spinning neck breaker on the Drum Monkey, covered by Storm. And tied up at 3 apiece per team.
Come on, Joker, step it up. You're letting Storm do all the work for you.
Oh my gosh. DDT by Austin on Joker. And the flying crossbody on the Storm. Elbow drop onto the chest of Storm. Punch to the face on Drum. And Onska hanging on the top rope like I work with morons. Oh my gosh. Joker now in the ring with Mason. Joker sent him to the ropes. Oh, kick to the back of the leg from Joker. Shot to the back. Joker with the cover. And like a bat out of hell, Onska, it looked like Drum Monkey busting it up. Pile driver by Austin on the outside, cover. And Dark Destiny take the lead at 4 falls. Monkey wrench onto Joker. And Joker taps. Death Rider is now tied up with Dark Destiny. Cover by Mason. And Death Ride are ahead at 5 falls. Dark Destiny with 4. CNA with 3. Powerbomb on Mason. Covered by Onska. And busted up at 2. Onska sent into the corner by Joker. Drum sent onto the ring apron by Storm. Slingshot, ring apron, DDT onto Drum. Crucifix takedown by Austin on Joker. Lock up between Mason and Joker. Mason sent towards those ring steps. Set up in the electric chair. And I think Mason may have hit his head on the way down off that barricade in that electric chair. Overhead suplex by Austin on Joker. Onska has hold of Storm, lets him drop a face first. Belly to belly by Austin on Mason. Elevated belly to back suplex by Austin on Drum on the outside. Jawbreaker in return from Drum Monkey. Tough as nails. Oh, not going for the pin. Thinks there's something else he can do. Set up for the drum roll. And the cover. And 6 falls for the Death Ride. Dominator on Onska by Mason. Austin sent back into the ring by Drum Monkey. And Drum following him back into the ring. And Joker coming into the ring too. Tilt-a-whirl maneuver on Austin. Joker has lifted up. And Drum Monkey's version of those 3 trifecta of suplexes. The 3 bananas. Drum Monkey goes to the outside to pick up a weapon. Knocked out of hand by Austin. Pile driver. Into the cover. Busted up by Joker. Super kick to the face of Joker. Austin acting like that took a lot of effort. Mason struck down by Matt Storm. Inside the ring, Onska and Mason shot to the back. Oh, now 4 falls for CNA. Pin attempt on Mason and busted up by Joker. So Dark Destiny and CNA tied at 4. Death Ride has the lead at 6. Joker slammed face first onto the top turnbuckle. Mason stomping on Onska. Dropping down on the arm and shoulder of Onska. And Austin gets up on the ring apron, gets punched by Mason, and then the belly to back suplex. Onska is caught by Brooklyn Joker. Belly to back on Onska. Drop kick on Austin. Joker has a hold of Mason. Pile driver. Unable to capitalize. Drum cracking him over the back with a shovel before he could capitalize. Drum with the cover. 7 falls for the death ride. Less than a minute on the clock. Choke slam on the Joker. Mason slammed face first onto the ring apron. Overhead suplex onto Mason. Drum measuring storm. Less than 30 seconds. Monkey wrench. Oh, looks like that's an 8th fall. So at 8 falls is the death ride, and it looks like they're gonna take this matchup and the lead. Your winners of the match getting the points for the death ride and taking the lead. Mason Nightwalker and the Drum Monkey. CNA were at the top of the bets, but Mason and Drum pull it out for the death ride. On to our next matchup. This time it will be submission only, 1 fall to a finish. Trash cans, the only weapons that are available. So we've got Sarah Richards for CNA Corporation, Andrea Andrews for Dark Destiny, and Leilani Starr for the Death Ride. Who do y'all got? Place your bets in the chat. Coming out for Dark Destiny at 5'5", weighing 140 pounds, from Auckland, New Zealand, Andrea Andrews.
Fading, it won't be long before they've gone. The life that we're making, and I don't wanna lose your company. I just don't believe it, that you wouldn't scream my name. So if I don't belong, please tell me. Falling through the cracks, I'm frozen underneath the lies. Forever it ever builds till I'm drowned in emotion.
Coming out for CNA Corporation at 5'7", weighing 144 pounds. From Omaha, Nebraska, Sarah Richards.
I have no place where I can go. I have no place to call my home. Nowhere I belong. Nowhere I belong. The dark embrace me as their own. Never fear when I'm alone. Got to stay strong. Got to stay strong. I need to find a way. I need to find a way. You can take my home, you can break my bones. Tear me apart about my heart. Oh, in the day, this is our way. Separate me from what I love. Wait on fire from above. Oh, in the day, this is our way.
And representing the Death Ride at 5'6", weighing 160 pounds. From Los Angeles, California, Leilani Starr.
Yo que ni miro al cielo hago sino tirarte. Yeah. Niña bonita, ¿qué vas a
This is
hacer?
one fall to a finish, submission only.
Te rota y yo te cuide. Hago de todo por esa nalguita. Baby girl, si yo te quiero y tú me quieres, por ti daría la vida. Toma mi mano, solo una noche, ya no te sientas solita. Baby girl, si yo te quiero, por ti daría la vida. Toma mi mano, solo una noche, ya no te sientas solita. Yo te he caído varias veces, pero tú no estás. Yo sé que tienes toda amiga pa' champoliescar. Lo que siento por ti me sube por la vértebra, me pone caliente, ma.
This is the last match.
No, this is the second to last one, because the other one is, the last one is in the barbed wire steel cage.
Oh, right, yeah. Max, Andy, and...
Lock up between Sarah and Andrea. Lock up between, and Sarah set into the corner. Leilani lifts up Andrea, and out the back is Andrea. Sarah, springboard into the poison Rana. And a series of strikes from Leilani on Sarah. Leilani, slam face first under the turnbuckle pad. Upward enziguri to the base of Leilani by Andrea. Ooh, I don't know what Sarah had in mind there, but she got caught in powerbomb by Andrea. But Sarah comes firing back. Nice. Head scissors, takedown, leg drop onto Leilani. And now Sarah drops Andrea on the back of her head. Andrea having to roll out. Leilani dumping Sarah under her head. Sets up the arm. Stomp to the shoulder. Poison Rana by Andrea onto Leilani. And a springboard drop kick on Andrea by Sarah. Drop kick to the chest. Leilani drop toe hold into a submission onto Sarah. Sarah able to fight out. Andrea dropped a with a backbreaker. Lock up between Sarah and Leilani. Kick to the midsection. Leilani forces away Andrea. Series of strikes blocked by Andrea. You gotta wear down your opponents enough to get one of them into submission predicament. And without interruption. Sarah hitting the back of Andrea, then dropping the elbows. Sarah. Poison Rana off the top onto Andrea. But as Sarah is recovering, Leilani sends Sarah into the corner, and Andrea takes the opportunity to try and get a heel, like a knee bar onto Leilani. Side cutter onto Leilani. Sarah with a punch on Andrea. Sarah gets kicked away by Leilani. Lock up. Has Leilani by the scruff of the neck, but Leilani with the elbow shots to the midsection, able to get some separation. Takedown into the Fujiwara armbar. Busted up by Andrea. And Andrea slams Leilani onto her face. Has one of them trash cans and cracks it over Sarah. Has her up. Air raid crash. Drops her, and Sarah having to roll out. So Leilani whipped around and slammed onto her face. Then the trash can whipped onto Leilani. Leilani shoves Andrea down onto the back of her head. Punch to the face of Sarah. Sarah with an elbow in return. Lock up. Has Leilani up against the ropes. Looks like Leilani was going to send Sarah into the ropes, and a collision between Sarah and Andrea. Andrea was doing a springboard maneuver. Did not work out. Air raid crash drops Leilani down onto the mat. Sarah and Andrea only ones in the ring at the moment. Set up. Utilizing the corner into a suplex on Sarah. Andrea chucks that trash can at Sarah. Springboard moonsault connects. Has the trash can in hand, knocked out of hand by Leilani. Underhook suplex on Andrea. Leaping knee strike to Leilani. Standing shooting star by Sarah. Sarah hops up top. Leilani laid out. What she got in mind? Drop kick does not connect. And Andrea going for that submission of hers into the elevated Boston Crab. No tap out by Leilani. Out the back goes Andrea. Sarah trying to lift her up for maybe a suplex. Settles for a backstabber instead. Andrea winds up that arm and Sarah lands on her face. Grappled from behind. German suplex onto Leilani. Andrea going up top. And Sarah paying Andrea back for trying to knock her off the top of the turnbuckle. Meteora onto Leilani. Clothesline onto Andrea by Sarah. Punch to the face. DDT on Andrea. Sarah turns her attention to Leilani. Leg caught. Lock up. Belly to belly by Leilani. Goes for a stomp and misses. Sarah. Crucifix takedown on Leilani. Sarah, what she have in mind? Andrea's back into the match. Chop to the chest. Stops Sarah mid-run. Elbow shot to the face of Andrea. Lock up. Has her by the scruff of the neck. And Andrea able to get in some elbow shots to the midsection. Shot to the back of Andrea by Leilani. Leilani with the Fujiwara armbar. But that's busted up by Sarah. Lock up. Leilani underhook suplex connects on Sarah. Turns her attention to Andrea. Andrea able to get in some elbow shots to the midsection. Takedown into the niche strike on Leilani. Sarah grabs Andrea, sends her flying out of the ring. Sarah grabs that trash can, chucks it at Leilani's head. Has a hold of Leilani. Cravat choke on the top rope. Punches to the face. Arm caught. Shot to the midsection from Leilani in return. Sarah sent into Andrea. Elbow to the face on Andrea from Sarah. Nice tilt-a-whirl maneuver on Andrea by Sarah. And Andrea comes firing back with a kick to the face. Grabs the trash can. Sets up Leilani. Slams her face first. And then just chucks it at her. Andrea. Set up. Flying elbow drop. Not able to capitalize. Sarah taking advantage. Raining the right hands on Andrea's face. Springboard moonsault onto Leilani. Leilani up kick out of the corner. Fisherman suplex onto Sarah. Andrea back in the ring. Kick to the back of the leg. Shot to the back. Kick to the midsection. Trying to go for that submission with that into the elevated. No tap out by Leilani. Leaping knee strike to Andrea by Sarah. Shot to the face. No, elbow to the face this time. Leilani set into the ropes. Leaping knee strike does not knock her down. Sarah dumped under her head with the German suplex. Snap suplex onto Sarah. Kip up. Has Leilani by the scruff of the neck. Has her up against the ropes. Whips her into the ropes. Drop down. Into the Hurricane Rana. Shots to the face of Andrea. She was coming with one of them trash cans. Submission applied with the armbar. Andrea able to roll out of it. Kick to the face of Sarah. Oh, has a hold of Sarah. Andrea drops her throat first onto the top rope. Shot to the back on Andrea. Leilani slams her down. Stomp to the face. Submission applied. Can she get the tap out? No. Andrea sees Sarah coming back into the ring. Twisting cutter. Leilani with the trash can. Pays Andrea back for slamming her face first. Lock up between Sarah and Leilani. Trips up Sarah. Sarah dumped on her head with the German suplex. Stomp to the back. Leilani deciding to go up top. Somersault slam onto Sarah. Andrea gets her out of the position before she could capitalize. Sarah set into the ropes. Double foot stomp onto Sarah. Andrea going up top. Leilani was twisting the foot and ankle of Sarah as Andrea was about to do an aerial maneuver. Leilani slant face first on the turnbuckle, elbow out of the corner, shot to the face, elbow in return from Andrea. Sarah gets clotheslined down by Leilani. Cross arm neck breaker onto Leilani by Andrea. Leilani having to roll out. Dive to the outside onto Leilani by Sarah. Kick to the midsection, and Sarah now slammed face first onto the trash can. Oh, Leilani able to stop Andrea from doing it a second time to her. Leaping knee shot to the face of Leilani by Sarah. Turns her attention to Andrea. Nice head scissors takedown. Doing a little shimmy. And Sarah sent it back into the ring. As is Andrea. Sarah sent onto the ring apron. Knee lip to the midsection on Andrea. Knee shot to the face of Leilani by Sarah. Submission applied, but Leilani does not tap. Swinging neck breaker onto Sarah. Oh, trips up Andrea. Submission applied. And Andrea turns it over and breaks free. Shot to the midsection by Leilani. Crucifix takedown on Andrea by Sarah. Shot to the back. Leilani set up for the Fujiwara armbar. Is this enough? No, Sarah out the back. Shoves away Leilani. Lock up. Leilani sent flying out of the ring. Turns her attention to Andrea. Shot to the face. Set up. Suplex. And decides to go for another trash can. Andrea and Sarah battling by the rampway. Sarah with the elbow shots to the midsection on Leilani. Lock up. Sends Leilani back into the ring. Then is sent back into the ring by Andrea. Knee drop by Leilani onto Sarah. Up kick to the face from Sarah. Shot to the back. Another shot to the back. Leg caught by Sarah. Standing moonsault onto Andrea. Leilani trips up Sarah. Working on the arm. Twists it and slams it into the mat. Stomp to the back of the leg. And Leilani drop down. Leapfrog. Dumps Sarah on her head with that suplex. Grab her from behind. Leg drop onto Leilani. Fisherman Buster onto Leilani. Andrea chucks that trash can at her. Rolling leg drop onto Leilani. Sarah gets back into the ring. Gets kicked in the face from Andrea. Rolling leg drop. Knee drop onto the arm. Andrea knocked down by Leilani. Having to roll out. Leilani. Rolling punch to the face. Stomp to the back of the head. Goes for the submission. And busted up by Andrea. Leilani slammed onto her face. Oh, knee bar. And Leilani has tapped out. Your winner of the match, getting the points for Dark Destiny, is Andrea Andrews. Now Dark Destiny has taken the lead with 8 points.
There you go. I got everything set up for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. I'm going downstairs.
Alright, babe.
No,
Not a problem.
yeah, because all you have to do.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you know.
I know
when
what
you're
to
done,
do.
just click to stop the stuff.
Yeah, I know what to do.
Yep.
Yep. Give me 1 second, everybody. I'll be right back from the main event. This and that. of the night. Triple threat inside a barbed wire steel cage arena. 2 out of 3 falls, pin only. Right now, the points stand like this. Dark Destiny at 8 points, Death Ride at 7, and CNA Corporation at 6. We've got Azrael Black representing CNA Corporation. We've got Andy Price for Dark Destiny and Max Blaylock for the Death Ride. Who do y'all got? Place your bets in the chat. Representing CNA Corporation at 5'10", weighing 275 pounds, from Omaha, Nebraska, the mercenary, Azrael Black.
The stars we ride, we are your name, desire, your flesh. We are so cold. We are so cold. We're so cold. Cold, we're so cold. We are so cold. We're so cold. Your mouth, these words, silence is turned on me. We laugh, my head falls back. Cold, we're so cold. We are so cold. We're so cold.
Representing Dark Destiny at 5'8", weighing 242 pounds, from Auckland, New Zealand. He's the Chaos Striker, Andy Price. Representing the Death Ride at 5'11", weighing 200 pounds, from Gun Barrel City, Texas, the modern-day gunslinger, Max Blaylock. As the cage is lowered, we go. As I said, this is 2 out of 3. Pin only. This is IPS CNA Corporation get the 3 points for this matchup. They get 9. If Dark Destiny get the points, get the win, 9, 10, 11. They get 11, and if Death Ride gets the points, they get 10. So this is for who wins the entire battle for tonight. Anywho, let me see here. You know what? I'm gonna have to be up front anyway to end the stream anyway, so might as well go up front. Ugh. Anywho, Andy with a stunner onto Azrael. Cover. Kick out. Max Blaylock had his leg wrapped up in the ropes by Andy. Andy wrenching it. Wrapped from behind by Andy. Sends Max face first on the turnbuckle pad. Azrael going after Andy. Pin attempt busted up by Max. Lock up. Pop up punch to the face of Max by Azrael. Kicks to the leg of Andy. Andy fighting out of the ropes. Springboard cutter by Andy. Lock up. Azrael said, everybody having to send each other into one another. This is close quarters. Azrael dumps Andy onto his head with that German suplex. Codebreaker by Andy onto Azrael. He knocks down Max, goes for the cover. Kick out at 1. Kick to the midsection on Max. Azrael lifts him up and out the back, and the chop block to Azrael's knee by Max. Azrael set into the cage. Wrapped from behind on Max by Andy, and Max able to fend him off. But Azrael has Max up. Snake Eyes into the corner. Andy with the elbow shots on Azrael. Lock up. Code breaker. Go Andy with the cover. And kick out by Azrael. Andy gets dropped with that reverse DDT by Max. Shot to the back. Multiple shots to the back, bouncing Azrael into the ropes. Kick to the face of Max, knocking him down. He gets back up, but Andy with the Kamagoye knee strike. Andy with the cover. And Max shoots that arm up at 2. Like a DDT on Azrael by Andy. Andy has a hold of Max. Knee shot to the face. Azrael with a series of strikes on Andy. Springboard maneuver to nobody. And Andy and Max both hanging on the ropes. Azrael chooses Andy to go after. Bounces off the ropes and the bulldog on Andy. Miss to the face of Max. Cover. And still Max able to kick out at 2. Andy measuring Max now. But Azrael not going to let Andy capitalize on his hard work. Andy with the elbow to the face of Azrael. Azrael the punch to the face of Andy. Sends him into the corner. And Max knocks down Azrael. Grabs Andy. Overhead belly to belly. Can Max get the first fall? Kick out at 1 by Andy. And a shot to the face of Max's face by Azrael. And Azrael gets stomped by Andy. Face first into the turnbuckle pad goes Azrael. Andy lifts him up. Scoop slam. Cover. And like a bat out of hell, Max busts it up. Kick to the midsection on Andy. Andy lifts up Max. Drops him with the snake eyes. Azrael misses the kick to the face. And Andy with a series of elbow shots to the side of the head of Azrael. And Max with the clothesline on Andy. Kick to the midsection. Andy sends Max into the corner. Elbow out of the corner. Max with the impaler. Cover. Busted up by Azrael. Set up with the silver bullet. Can he get the cover? Kick out at 2. Azrael drops Andy with a gutbuster. Senton. Then goes after Max. It's a shot to the face, but then gets hip tossed. Andy has Max with the pay the price. Goes for the cover. And Andy with the first fall. Neck breaker on Andy. Andy kips up like it didn't do it like nothing. Max with the suplex on Azrael. Kick to the face of Max by Andy. Andy gets tripped up by Max. Drop kick to the face. And Max goes over by Azrael. Bounces him off the ropes multiple times with the shots to the back. Rolling like a rolling neck breaker or a rolling cutter. Went for the cover. Busted up by Andy. Grabbed from behind, shot to the back. Max with the knee lift to the midsection on Andy. Lock up with Azrael. Azrael lifts up Max. Drops him, throw first onto the top rope. Kick up by Max. Misses that punch. Azrael with a series of strikes on Max. Grabs the arm. Knees lift to the face. Shot to the back by Andy. Sends Azrael into the ropes. Drop kick. Drops him. Up kick to the face from Max by Andy, who tried to go after him. Knee drop to the arm. Max going after Azrael, wrenching the arm through the ropes. Walk up. Sends Azrael into the ropes. Azrael able to catch the leg. Hip toss by Max. Punch to the face. Multiple punches to the face. Wrenches arm through the ropes. Overhead cravat suplex onto Andy. Grapple around Azrael from behind. Oh, Azrael with a show of power, able to fight free. Now bouncing Andy off the ropes with the shots to the back. Kick to the midsection. Max has a hold of Azrael. Azrael off the back. Grapple from behind. Slams her face first. Elbow out of the corner by Max. Everybody trying to beat the unholy hell out of everybody. Andy has a hold of Max. Face first into the turnbuckle pad. Chop to the chest. Kick to the midsection of Andy by Azrael. Nightwalk. Cover. And Andy kicks out at 2. Azrael locks up with Max in the code breaker. Shot to the face on Andy. Multiple shots. Lock up with Andy. Andy sends Azrael into the ropes. Misses the drop kick. Shot to the back of Azrael by Max. Max gets dropped with that belly to back suplex by Andy. Andy dumps the Azrael onto his head. Shoots the half. Can Andy get that final fall? He does! And getting the points and the win for Dark Destiny, Andy Price. So your winners of today's triple threat battle are Dark Destiny. Tomorrow night will be the Dark Knights taking on Renegades, taking on the Wicked Ones for tomorrow night's show. If there's any change in plans for timing, we'll let you know in the chats. Until then, I want to thank everybody who stopped in for the live episode, whether for a minute, an hour, the whole freaking show. Much appreciated. So, until then, see y'all next time.